Some might think that on the 25th of March 20 years ago, when my life changed, it was because I was told I was elected to council for the first time, but no. On the exact same day, within an hour, I was told that I had adenocarcinoma, and they had no idea where the primary was, and the last person that they saw had the same issue, and they were riddled with cancer. Were they wrong? Well, not exactly. While it had progressed through lymph nodes, we had a chance and a plan to survive was developed. While it involved 3 surgeries and radiation on the basis that revolved around months of chemotherapy, yes, I was bald and I felt very unwell, but the difference that kept me going was the chemotherapy and radiation unit that were close to home, and I had a chance to be independent or have a family member attend without too much imposition because of its proximity to the unit. For any of you who've not visited such a unit, there are recliner chairs that patients sit in, sometimes for many hours, while drugs are administered intravenously. Many people in my and your electorates have the unfortunate need to attend these units. For my electorate, however, the patients need to travel great distances to Liverpool and Bankstown, and it takes considerable time, often early in the morning, and returning home feeling, let's face it, just awful. You just want to be able to fall into bed as quickly as possible. That's why it's essential these services need to be close to home. Bankstown Hospital and Bowral Hospital have some statistics that show what is needed in southwest Sydney, and I would argue Bowral. At Bankstown, there are 350 medical oncology diagnosed, 168 new radiation oncology diagnosed, 470 new haematology cancer diagnosed, and 6,060 chemotherapy services. In comparison to the small Bowral District Hospital, the one that the last government tore to shred plans of expansion and instead was given an upgrade, we have very similar statistics: 320 medical oncology diagnosed, 116 new radiation oncology diagnosed, 121 new haematology cancer diagnoses, and 4,153 chemotherapy services. On top of this, there are 354 patients that travelled either to Liverpool or Campbelltown for consultation, and this does not cover outpatient referrals or direct referrals to specialist services. While our treatment, diagnosed patients and outpatients care is the same as Bankstown, we are not looked over in regard to the treatment these patients need. Our outdated clinical services plan that desperately needs an update shows there is a need for more beds and more services. The Highlands have a growing and ageing population, and this has created the need for a hospital expansion which is yet to be fulfilled. We need additional services, and I believe through looking at the numbers we need to think of the future. The 2013 Shoalhaven Cancer Care Centre that was completed 10 years ago is a good comparative size of what I believe is needed in Bowral, and a project that was built for the future. 2 bunkers for future-proofing radiation oncology, integrated multidisciplinary cancer care, linear accelerators, ambulatory care services with the service outreach in the community, teaching and the research facilities, clinical offices, and most importantly, scope for future expansion as the demand requires. We need these services today in Wollondilly for the growing population. Pearl Buck wrote in her novel, The Good Earth, "Our society must make it right and possible for old people not to fear the young or to be deserted by them, for the test of a civilization is the way that it cares for its helpless members." Pearl is right today as she was then. Our most helpless members can be our loved ones, and to that end, thank you to my family for not deserting and caring for me 20 years ago. Thank you to the nurses, doctors and clinicians that cared for me then and care for patients today. Thank you for all of those who helped me get Herceptin on PBS to raise chances of patients like me to survive. Thank you to those who care, and I hope through my own words in this place and actions and outside, I show that we can care a whole lot more. Thank you.